I'm back. It's 2:23 p.m. I'm packed up. And so I wanted to make sure that the manager would get the key in his hand. And after the incident that happened last week, this past Saturday, I'm not going to knock on the assistant's door. So I'm just gonna wait till the man, I don't know when he'll come, but so these are my two bags that I have. My backpack. Sometimes I can get by with just my backpack, but this one I get treated with obvious discrimination because obvious homeless. So I don't have any place where I can stretch out and sleep. That is wrong that the homeless men that they did that to me, that they bullied me from my spot. And so now I can't sleep over in that area, and all the death threats and that he was making at me, I don't feel safe to go over there. It's extremely hot outside today. And it's extremely hot outside today. And later on it's supposed to be gallery night. And since you're online and in person, gang stalking, the whole gang stalking network. See, I could have got my check and I could have paid for another week. But since you online and in-person gang stalkers force me to have to be on the streets, I'm going to tell TMI. How the hell am I going to be on the streets with no bath or no shower, and I was forced to do it before, and menstruating? Yeah, I think it's that time of the month. But y'all put me in this forced predicament. So I don't want to hear nobody talking about, oh, you stink, you smell bad and this and that. No place to rest, no place to potty, no place to bathe or shower. And they would hit you with directed energy weapons to cause you forced diarrhea or forced urination to pee on yourself. So the motel manager, I think that after the incident from this past Saturday, the assistant who's the perp, I think he must have smear campaigned me to the manager, because now the manager acts like he hates my guts and don't want anything to do with me and don't want to hear a damn thing I gotta say. So I figured that if I text message, I put the I copied and pasted the text message and put it on my blog. When I text the manager, and he didn't want to read that, I don't think. And so he just gave me the number to a shelter, and it seems like an old email that he got from a lady, and so y'all know what it's like if you're a real targeted individual and had to suffer homelessness and stay, how they treat you at shelters and stuff and mob you out of there. I already talked about that. So I called the shelter, and it was that abusive narcissistic guy, Rick Dye, supposed to be a Christian or interfaith or something like that. And he was abusive and rude on the phone, and he told me in a nasty kind of rude way that they're all booked and that there's no space. So there's no space and they're all booked. Other hotels and stuff for the night, the cheapest I probably can find is like $140. But that would be just for one night because it's the weekend and it's the summer. It's like the prices are double from if it was the winter. So that's part of being a targeted individual, is that they try to run you from everywhere. You're not welcome anywhere. And I've been feeling since a teenager, feeling just not welcome on the face of this earth. Thank her, Lanika, Angela, Simeon, Harold, and the fake foster mom, Adrian Felder. The foster mom scapegoated me to cover up and protect Lanika from the Kraft family, because she knows they're all Masonic buddies, falsely covering up and pretending to be cousins. They know damn well the Kraft family ain't related to no foster family, but they want to lie and say that they're cousins. But they probably are cousins, because freaking the Illuminati families and Masonic families, they're sick and incestuous, and they do everything that God hates. So it seems like as if they're fighting harder to coercively but covertly at the same time run me out of Pensacola or drive me out of Pensacola. To the point where I'm feeling like as if I'm sick of this place. I'm sick of Pensacola, and not the place, but I'm sick of the people. I'm sick of the people. I'm just fed up and done. So it's like basically there's nothing left here for me. And then they want to try to act like they think they have the narcissistic fake pseudo authority to try to run me away from what makes me happy. So they want to try to run me away from what makes me happy. So then the online perps want to complain about me doing too many videos. Well, stop watching. Unsubscribe. In fact, I forgot to say that in earlier videos, that between yesterday and today, 3 subscribers got hateful and unsubscribed. I lost 3 subscribers between today and yesterday. Probably end up losing more. But somebody on Twitter tweeted today that your enemies watch everything you do. Because I damn sure ain't stalking or watching or keeping up with nobody right about now. I mean, I'm struggling to try to live, to try to survive and everything. And it's really, really crazy that everybody's asleep, willfully asleep. So, you wouldn't catch me being an agent and an agent or a perp, and all these people speaking against me. I'm not the perp. But it's like they're all huddling together and lying on me. People who have perped me reversed it on me and lying and said that I was the one perping them and that they're the victims. So I basically don't have any place to go and sleep. Shelters, they're booked, they're full, whatever, and I don't have no place to go. And so I'm kind of thinking about leaving Pensacola, but don't know where else to go, and I know where I'm not going. Can't go back to my hometown, New Orleans, because they said that over 75% of the people say that it is too unsafe to go there. That you can't go to. Crime is out of control, and they try to say there's not enough police or staff or whatever. But this is by satanic design. They want it this way. I should have turned the light off. So they want it this way. So I'm just waiting on the manager to get here. This is cold-blooded, what people are doing. You know. And it's like they use everything I do and say as a weapon against me and twist it to what they think happened. But they know the truth, but then just want me to look bad, you know. So now I'm cornered with no choice but to have to ask for donations and ask for help to try to survive. Whether it be for food, transportation. Other targeted individuals were doing this in 2019 and 2020. And now the sellouts think they're better than you, and you're a worthless loser because you're still being targeted. But as I said, back then they used to encourage me go and ask for donations. They used to encourage me to go and ask for donations. So yeah, my left side hurts. And I caught Starbricker condemning me for quote unquote wasting my money on a smoothie. At least the smoothie was nutritious and healthy. That's the perp that thinks I deserve to be punished with nothing but just lettuce and tuna for the rest of my life, while they eat whatever they want. And she narcissistically brags about being a prepper and being prepared and stocked up. Well, I mean, what was the point of me buying groceries if I wasn't sure? First of all, I didn't have enough money. And if I wasn't, like, I see somebody's shadow standing by like they eavesdropping or listening in. So, I mean, as I said, I want to get the keys to the manager in his hand myself. Hold on, just right quick. Oh, okay. It was that maintenance man talking to the neighbor. So, I mean, people were saying that I should get donations for help with, like, to raise money to live in a car or an RV or a van or something. And it's like the people who are supportive and helping me. The narcissistic sellouts, they try to say that whoever's nice and supportive and help me, that they're fools for being nice to me, or fools for being supportive, you know, that they're fools. But I was still in foster care, and the abusive fake foster mom, Adrian Felder, she used to say that if anybody wants to be supportive of me or be a friend, to be my friend or be supportive, that they're just as crazy as me. That they're just as crazy as me. And or nobody in their right mind would want to be friends with you and stuff like that, you know. And then she kept me isolated and forced with no friends and no support. And then turn around and smear campaign and lie and say, well, Candy and Brandy, they don't have social skills. Or they don't have good social skills and they don't use good judgment. But my twin sister, she dealt with doggone abuse too. So, I mean, she turned into the abuser and started to try to copy and act like the foster mom. I mean, I would like for her to think back on how the abuse that she's doing to me, how it made her feel when it happened to her. So, I mean, it seems like my twin sister has a cold heart towards me. Like, her heart is extremely rock hard towards me. Not an ounce of empathy, sympathy, or compassion, or nothing. Nothing at all. And she don't even have to donate me no doggone money. All I would want is just some emotional support and a listening ear. And to believe me of what I'm going through. But she's one of them, so I'm not going to get any empathy, compassion, or support from her. And, I mean, it's like, the thing is, I haven't even really done her dirty, but other family members have done her dirty. They've done me dirty. She has done me dirty. Grimy. Fucked up what they did to me. And I can't tell a mental health therapist because they're going to defend and agree with the abuser. Because they're perps. So, but my twin sister hates me more than any other family member. Like, I don't think she ever did a video talking about things Pete has done to her, or Derek, or Mark, or any of them. Even stuff Ramona has done to her. She ain't gonna talk about that. But the biggest strong hatred is towards Candy. And she never really falsely accused Ramona of anything. And she strongly believes her delusions about me. But she knows the truth and she just thinks that her lies are funny. Her malicious lies, she thinks that's funny. That's really funny. So, you know, and I'm sitting here thinking, how can people say tell me that I'm a pure soul, or that they know that I'm chosen, and then, you know, when we have a disagreement, they become an abusive, narcissistic perp, and then, you know, they have a whole entire narrative switch, and they're trying to manipulate and convince everybody to believe that the devil is better than me, that like I'm worse than the devil. So I'm glad I got better sleep last night, and now I can't have any more comfort, or I can't have any more comfort or safety for the whole weekend. And I'm telling y'all in advance, expect more videos. Expect more videos. And I mean, as I said, where am I gonna? I don't have anywhere to go. So I'm kind of thinking about, I mean, I don't know how easy or how hard it is, but I damn sure don't like taking a Greyhound bus. And I mean, I love to fly on planes, and I don't have that much plane flying experience, but I love to fly on planes, but I hate TSA. And I can't rent a car to go travel nowhere. But I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go move to. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. But then they'll get the narcissistic online person will get their claps for me to move from where I wanted to be happy. People didn't hate me for living in Los Angeles like that. Well, they tried to make me leave, but they got more hate towards me living in Pensacola, and I'm saddened that I was, restricted from getting it. I wanted to see what it was like to live in Pensacola. I wanted to see what it was like, what was the experience to live in Pensacola and pay rent and have my own place to live. Yeah, so I guess I'll have to plan to find an organization who would take my possessions and belongings out of my storage unit and just donate them. And I'm not even, I mean, I don't even know about the doggone tax write-off. I don't even know, I'm not good with estimating the value of all my belongings, but, I don't have really any furniture at all. I have a lot of books and clothes and stuff. So, I guess I'll have to just try to plan. I'll try to, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to follow through with this. And then they're raising the price to like almost $117 or something of the storage unit. So it looks like I'm gonna have to have extra to tote around, because they have some things that some possessions that I really do need to have, but I want to try to break away from this system, but just don't know how. I want to try to break away from this system, but don't know how. People talking about living off the grid, and I have zero experience with wilderness life. I don't know where to go. After that started 2 years ago, I don't even think I can be that free to travel like that. To travel around like that. And I hate up north. I hate up north and I hate West Coast. So I didn't realize this got to be a spiritual thing. Why I'm hated and unwelcome everywhere. So yeah, I mean, my left side hurts, and I know that the what has come. So I gotta be filthy outside with nowhere to go. So all of my information on ways you can support me and help, you can spread the word and share to your social media. If you got Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, BitChute, Odyssey, Rumble, TikTok, Twitter, wherever else, Truth Social. If you can spread and share and get me some help, and y'all can, let people know about my fundraiser, the Go Get Funding. That's a GoFundMe alternative. And if you can support my blog, my Ko-fi, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, wherever you want to choose to help. They had 3 people this week who made false promises to help and then stood me up and played games. So they were perks. One of them had a potential to be like another Trisha, and I just felt a certain kind of off, weird, and funny about her, so I blocked her. So I gotta be careful. So I mean, I need any and all help I can get, whatever you can spare. So I'm gonna go for now, and thanks for any help in advance, and the ones who have helped me before, thank you too. I really appreciate it. And my left side is hurting, cramping, and that's because I didn't get to eat healthy this week. I didn't get to eat, healthy this week. So that's why my stomach is hurting and my body is very acidic right now. I don't think it's not alkaline. So yeah, I mean, I might get in trouble if this place I'm thinking about trying to go sleep at. But I'm afraid I might get in trouble if I try to sleep there. And then it's like, if me trying to sleep somewhere, can't really go nowhere, because like, if I got to sleep on the grass or something. Even the previous place where I was at, I had to deal with so much ants. But don't y'all think that that's very cold-blooded for no reason at all, because he's a perp, that a man will hijack and rob a woman's sleep spot and make death threats at her and run her away from the area. Homeless perps did this to me. Don't y'all think that's very messed up and evil? So I got laundry done. I just got 3 outfits with me. And was that the bus? That sounds a little early if that was the bus. But I mean, I got my ebooks and my blogging, my short stories, where I can make it. The Kofi says you can make an income with their website, you know. But the perps think I'm so unworthy, that I don't deserve anything at all. And they're not God to try to make that decision about me. But they got their comfortable beds to sleep in, a secure place. They can order whatever they want, buy whatever they want. And, you know, narcissistic abusers, they're self-righteous about and uptight about how you spend your money. Everything, just because they don't like you, whatever you spend your money on, that's yours. Oh, you're wasting your money. Mind your business. But, you know, according to them, you're wasting your money. Keyword, I'm wasting my money. It ain't your money, so butt out. You don't tell me how to spend my money. But Starbricker try to make it like I'm such a fool for, you know, oh, Candy's ordering food and this and that, whatever. Well, I wasn't sure how long I was going to stay here. So now I'm owing back pay on this motel, and the way that the manager treated me the past couple of days, I feel sour and angry enough to not want to come back here no more. But that's what the perps wanted. And they're going to clap and applaud and tell him, well, good. Pretend to be Jesus and be like, well done, my good and faithful servant. Or good boy. So, I really hate going to these dirty libraries. I ain't got nowhere to go. So let me get off here. And as I said, I'm going to be back on the streets. I don't know if or when next week I will get my check that I'm entitled to. I worked for it. And so I'm never going to try to be employed again. Never try to seek employment again. But I'm looking for alternative ways to work and survive and make a living and make money, you know, just to survive and get by. I ain't trying to get rich like the perps try to falsely say Candy is materialistic and money hungry and greedy for food and wants to live in luxury. While they get the very same thing they falsely accuse me of wanting, they already have it. They already have it. So, as I said, the online perps are not shy about expressing how they want me put down like a dead dog and destroyed at all costs. But then they call me hateful. So I don't know if I should just go find an alternative way to live and survive or something. Trying to break away from the system. I just don't know how to do it and feel helpless. I know some truths about certain things, but I just, like, if I were to go to live out in the woods, I don't have a car, and I don't know what location to go to. And I was told last night that I don't have a tent and don't have the money for a tent. But I was told last night that that the state park is usually booked. You know, I heard that certain targeted individuals are forced to just keep, well, the perps bully you out of everywhere anyway. So I heard that certain targeted individuals are forced to stay on the move and stay on the go, and just, that's why. And I was ignorant in the beginning and still learning, you know. So I made a mistake to you know, wonder how is it certain targeted individuals seem like they're either in a different city and state every day, or they're in a different country every day. So I humbly, you know, apologize. You know, so my fault and my mistake that I was wondering why. But you know, some targeted individuals say keep moving, stay on the move, but then the fake TI perps will say, well, don't stop moving around, because if you keep moving around, then you'll look like a wanted fugitive. So what the hell am I supposed to do? You know, I had enough of Pensacola, but I'm going to sadly miss the beaches and certain restaurants. I'm not going to name names because the online perps would call up my favorite restaurants and try to make them treat me bad. So, I mean, as I said, everybody else, they get to it's not a scam for them to make money off of blogging and writing and everything. And all because Ukraine was mentioned, I deserve to be punished from Google AdSense. And then my blog is shadow banned. And it's been shadow banned from the start. Like as if it's unsafe to look at my blog. So, wow, if I did open my comments on my blog, well, what happened was you'll see a whole bunch of deleted comments from those online perps. And like they think they have the authority to own my blog. And guess what? Other people, they can have both a Buy Me a Coffee and a Patreon. Or a Patreon and a Ko-fi. But if I do it, oh, you can't do it because it's double dipping and you're scamming. Mind your business. You don't have the authority to say that. When I had to Buy Me a Coffee and the GoFundMe, J. Demon Rotten shit try to say, well, you cannot collect money fraudulently. How is that fraud? I'm putting content on there. And I have a right to, you know, make a living. You know, if people want to donate, then they can do that. And they have that right if they want to. But you sit there and make sure everyone hates me and nobody supports me. Y'all just regular human beings. You're not God, you're not super, you're not special.